All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Readers. Little busy today, but I'm going to try to make a quick one here looking at CVNA as well as Jumia, all right? Look, I kind of say this every single time, right? So it shouldn't be a surprise if you've watched my videos before. Earnings reactions are a crazy thing. Look, I know a lot of people are saying the Carvana earnings were not good, all right? I know a lot of people are pointing to things in the earnings transcript, this and that, trying to make their case. End of the day, our simple opinions don't matter. What matters is, did you see a big green candle or did you see a big red candle? You know what I mean? And the reaction is seemingly good. Again, post market doesn't necessarily mean too much to me, but I will be honest, there's so much to like on Carvana. Sorry, I'm zooming out in the wrong place. On the weekly especially. I mean, this is an amazing channel to be in, and it seems like it's just gonna want to go up, right? So a lot to like here. You know, I'm gonna focus more on the regular hours than on the post hours, but I mean, yeah, so far seems like the earnings were well received. All right. And then JMIA, JMIA is the same thing. I like to call this one JMIA. I like this a lot more because of what seems to be coming. If we can just get a little bit higher, there are a lot of fast and big moving channels coming up ahead, all right? So try to get over the 200, try to get over the 200. Seems like we have finally escaped the 200 on this one, all right? So excited to talk about both. But before we go any further and I give you more of my thoughts and opinions, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how these things are setting up short term. There are 5 moving averages. Woo, I couldn't say that well. 5 moving averages, excuse me. There are horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself. And then when we are done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please subscribe to this channel, share this video online with your friends, comment good or bad if you disagree. Look, anything you can do helps so much with these YouTube algorithms, but for real, just being here, giving me your time, oh man, I am so grateful for it all right? So Carvana, CVNA. I remember not too long ago when this thing was a $4 stock. I remember trading this thing here, hopefully maybe trading it maybe around here. I don't remember. I know I was making a bunch of videos on it, but it is crazy to me that this was a $4 stock, was a $52 stock at the end of the day, and obviously is pushing well into the 60s as I'm making this video right now in after hours trading, right? So I mean, that alone, just it's such a crazy thing. And I know so many people say, hey, swing trading is dumb, it's better to hold long and stuff. And yeah, this is a really simple example for it. I'm not here saying what I do is the best. I'm not here saying any of that, and I'm not saying my indicators are the best or anything like that. Even my hidden ones that I actually trade, right? Like it's just about what you like, right? And whether you do this full time, whether you do this for fun. I do this for fun, I'll tell you that. It's what makes you, what you enjoy, right? I think that's the biggest part of it. But yeah, I definitely wish I just kept this thing early and never let go, but it is what it is. Okay, so let's talk about the immediate, all right? And obviously the immediate is actually happening after hours. Again, I can't excuse me, a little hiccup. I can't stress it enough. I don't trust after hours because the volume is different than regular hours. The rules of trading are different. You can't use stop losses. I mean, there are a number of differences that make post market a little untrustworthy, all right? That said, when a stock drops its earnings, you normally, I'll say normally because sometimes you'll see a doji or something else, right? But you normally see a big green good reaction or a bad scary red reaction, all right? And I am glad to see this early sign of good, all right? I'm calling it an early sign of good and nothing more than that. Once tomorrow opens, once tomorrow closes, I think we will see what this wants to do going into next week, all right? And look, I will be honest, I said it in the Discord not that long ago. Someone actually kind of made fun of me. Carvana might want to go to 100 plus, all right? The joke was if I had to second account and I will tell you, where's my joke? Oh, I lost it. Whatever, the moment passed. But look, I think Carvana wants a lot more. And to me, the reason is this channel right here. I mean, just look at this thing, all right? First off, right, this entire trading moment, look at the volume here versus the volume here. All right, even where we're at this like roughly 11 million line, right? 13 million, whatever you want to call it. All right, these days we're barely pushing 3. All right, there is a significant less amount of volume over here than right here. I think that's a really, really simple thing to see. Again, we should see the same like level of candles here as we would here otherwise, right? It's the exact same view. So the volume difference really, really is different, okay? Where I think it's fair to say the volume is the same is about right here, all right? Maybe you can argue right here. There's a little bit of life right here. I don't think it's the same level, and obviously it doesn't hold. But hey, let's just say we want to use this in this channel, in this 47 to 108 channel. All I see is red, 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 green, 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 and then nothing. Right? Again, I'm disregarding all this because honestly, the volume is so much lower here than here that I don't think it's an apples to apples comparison. Even if you want to include it, it is a lot of green, 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 red, 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 green, 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 right? So it's not like it's doing too much. Maybe there's this like 67 line that's worth drawing. To me, I like not having any lines in between it. I do. I think, again, there isn't an apples to apples trading right here back in this 2020 April, May, June time frame, all right? When we start talking about almost, and I wouldn't even say almost, I would even say apples to apples volume, all right? All I'm seeing is red, 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 whole lot of nothing that I'm hoping goes to green, 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 green. $100 is a big target on what is a $52 stock. Again, I realize it's going up right now and it's sitting at 61 as I'm saying the words, right? But the real number to me is this 52, all right? Do I think the 61 is going to hold? I'll be honest with you, I do. And again, like I said, look at my comment, I think it wants more, right? But again, I have been burned so many times. I have seen these amazing post-market greens turn into the ugliest reds during the real hours that you're looking at your account, looking, and just it's sadness, right? So my hesitation is for a reason. My hesitation, some might call it conservative. It's fine with me. It doesn't offend me, right? To me, it's learning the lessons of the past, right? So I do believe this is a good early indication that the market liked the earnings. I am seeing, and again, there's people on the Discord that were joking about it too. So many people are saying that the earnings are crying foul. Why is it up? Because the earnings were down, right? Like again, we're talking about it here too on the Discord, right? And end of the day, it's the same answer. And I think I even said it here. I think I saw that reactions is greater than earnings facts. I'm telling you, I care way more about seeing a big green candle or a big red one if that was the other way, right? I care way more about that than the facts from the earnings. Because truth be told, what actually matters more about the earnings is the future guidance. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they gave some positive forecast for what's coming. I say that kind of hesitantly because I flashed the headline real quick before I made this video, and I'm not 100% sure if that's right or not. But so far, it looks like the reaction is good. So far, it looks like we have cleared all the green candles in this thing. It looks like there's nothing but red, 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 all the way to, man, maybe 80 something. And again, I got my line at 108. I really want to keep my line at 108. I don't see much value in drawing another one. Let's come to the weekly. Let's see if the weekly gives us anything. Again, I don't think the weekly does. Again, I don't think that this level of volume is the same as this level of weekly volume. Maybe there's something. Anyways, I would have made the line pretty much the same place I said on the daily, on that 80. right? I basically said 87, I think, if I'm not mistaken, when I clicked on the daily. This weekly is telling me just a flat 80. This is a $60 stock as it sits in after hours, $50 as of close today, right? Getting to 80 is a significant percentage, even if I'm wrong on that 100 number. Just getting to 80 would be beautiful, right? So again, to me, what normally happens is if earnings are liked, the reaction continues. If earnings are disliked, yeah, the reaction continues too, and obviously it goes down, right? So hopefully we see it close. Sorry, clicked on the. Hopefully we see tomorrow close roughly here, if not even better. Why not? We'll take it, right? But to me, this is getting me excited for Monday. Look, let's just say this holds. This 61 holds come tomorrow, end of the day, right? You're looking at only a 72 RSI. You're looking at a positive MACD that seems to be diverging and wants to go up. Like, I'm assuming volume's going to go up tomorrow, right? So we'll probably have hopefully 20 million volume, if not more, right? Better than today's 15, I have to guess. So I am liking what I'm seeing, and there's still room to go, all right? So Carvana, I'm loving it. The weekly's telling me to love it. The daily's telling me to love it. So far, the earnings reaction is telling me to love it as well, all right? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your opinions. Even if you disagree, I'm telling you, there's nothing better than some educated disagreement. It makes both sides a lot better, all right? Let's talk about Jumia. I like calling this one JMIA. Jumia. Look, just straight out the bat, I love the story here. I believe in the Africa Amazon story, the Amazon of Africa, whatever you want to call it, right? I also heard someone say that they believe that this was going to be an important decade for Africa as a continent. So I've always had a little special place for Jumia. I for sure remember this run. I also have a very special place in my heart because, man, I remember from 5, man, maybe to 30. I think that was probably the run that I caught. Was that around here? Was this a 30 number right here? 20, something like that. Oh man, I'm telling you, it was a beautiful thing. So this stock does have a special place in my heart, and like I said, I like the Amazon of Africa story behind it. All right, it's interesting because looking at the technicals, the 200 moving average should be what jumps. Hey, I haven't said this. If you can subscribe and share, oh my, it's appreciated so much. The 200 moving average should be what jumps out at you, all right? You can see, and if you've never watched my videos, man, my favorite rhyme probably is break all and fly, lose all and die, all right? And we've tried to break all, but couldn't. We try and actually do, but then fail. And if you look right here, you can see it. There were never 2 back-to-back great candles. That is actually really not correct as I look at those 2 and then watch it fail after. So no idea what happened here. Dang, real sad actually. Nonetheless, look, the point is it tried and failed. Again, tried, failed. Looks like hopefully this might be the one that tries and goes, all right? Look, just look at this line, okay? It's been a complete impossibility for a little bit more than 2 full years, right? Since, I mean, let's be honest, since right here, since January, February, March, since May of 2021, we've pretty much been living under that purple line, all right? So the impossibility to break in and run does make sense to me. It actually does, all right? Again, when you go and fail, but quickly can try again, go and fail, and then even quicker go again, I like that. Because a line, as strong as it could be, it can only take so much, all right? It can only take so much, and in such a short period of time, especially before it finally gives in, all right? I think the weekly is a telling one as well, because look, this was trying to break the 50. The 50 was the exact same story as the 200, right? Pretty much an impossibility since this June of 21 instead of, what do we say, May of 21? Whatever, right? Completely under, test it, seems like it went, right? Though it went, the problem was the 100 moving average was just a little too close to let it fly, right? So I think the weekly is giving us a little bit of a story here as why it didn't go. Nonetheless, I mean, look at this 100. right? It's actually been a, you can argue since it was created, it's been a nothing, because the red starts right when it was created, and then we pretty much lose that line like it's nothing, like it's an insignificant nothing. That's not what should happen on the second highest moving average we follow, right? So you can argue that this 100 has never been an anything. The fact that we smashed it last week and so far seemingly are holding it this week. Obviously, we're technically under it, right? We're physically under the blue line. You can see it. We'll see what tomorrow does, right? But it's holding up pretty well. That's an easy thing to say. And look, I like, sorry to zoom in and out so much. I like that divergence on the MACD. It is positive. That's a low number on the weekly. Like, this thing might want to try to break the 100 and work its way up to the 2. And like I said on the daily, I like the room. I think there are some real good, hot, fast channels. Just this one obviously is nothing. Even this one is red, red, up, up, red, 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 green, 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 red, 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 green, 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 red, 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 green, 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 red, red. Like, this thing is a crazy fast one right there. Same with this one. There's not a lot of horizontal, just up and down, up and down, up and down. Maybe you can argue something at 620, but nah, I think that'll be fast, that'll be fast, that'll be oh my if we can start working our way up. It's all about the 200. All right, we really just need to believe. I mean, I'll be honest, I know it sounds silly. It might be worth waiting for 518. It really might. I think at the minimum, I would love this thing over 457. That's basically just a little bit higher than the biggest candle to the left. Obviously, this February 15th one's the biggest one to the left. So I saw some news after hours. I don't really know what the news is. Nonetheless, I do like the charts, like I said. So, hey, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your opinions. Even if you disagree, I appreciate you all so much.